Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Faulkner. I'm an intern for Village Core. For other events like this, be sure to visit villagecore.org or visit our YouTube channel where you can learn more about different types of topics and events that we are hosting. And if you miss any events, that's where you can go and watch them. Today we'll be discussing WhatsApp, of an app that allows you to message, make calls, make video calls, and host different types of communities and groups that you'll be able to chat with and make calls with. You can also send voice messages, and this is kind of an easy way to get messaging around, especially for people around the world. So, with WhatsApp, let's jump into what it is. So, WhatsApp here in front of us is messaging privately. So, the way this works is essentially you are using your phone number or a phone number that you create with WhatsApp. When you first sign up, you'll be prompted with a few questions like what is your name, what is the general area where you're living, such as the country that you're in. Um, what are you using WhatsApp for? Are you using it for business or for personal? How does it work? And then WhatsApp will take you through a quick tutorial. So here we can see a few functions of WhatsApp, like the text message feature that you typically have when texting on a smartphone. WhatsApp does transfer over to the smartphone, to your desktop, to your laptop, and to your iPad, as well as your phone. So this is a great way to message on all platforms. If you have the WhatsApp app downloaded on all those apps. We can see here that it's private messaging, calling, and you can be yourself, speak freely, and feel close to the most important people in your life, no matter where they are. So you can also video and voice call, as I mentioned before, just like you could with FaceTime or with other features like how we are on Zoom right now. WhatsApp gives you a place to do this, and it doesn't have any limits in place for when you are making these calls. You can also make encrypted messages. Encrypted messages essentially mean that these messages are private and that you are safe whenever you're messaging somebody. So WhatsApp will ensure that you have total privacy when messaging, um, even when you even through simple communication such as a good morning text. All these texts are encrypted and they are all private, to make you feel safe. You can also keep in touch with different types of groups. So as we can see here, there's the best friends group where you can send videos. You can have multiple members in the group talking at once. So if you and your friends or you and your family want to have a big group chat of wherever you are in the world, you can have that. So once again, WhatsApp allows you to pair with different people who are all over the world. Typically, with your typical smartphone and texting, like I would text on my iPhone right now, I can only necessarily text with people who are in my general surrounding, or I would have to pay a fee in order to text them once more. With WhatsApp, I would not have to do this because WhatsApp allows you to kind of not transfer, but allows you to message people around the world freely and safely. There's also saying what you feel. So once again, you can say whatever you want, or not whatever you want, but you can say, um, you can express yourself with words, stickers, gifs, and then you can also make sure that your status is known on WhatsApp and the local location that you are checking out, to make sure that people are in the loop. There's also a way to transform your business. So let's say you just started a shop using WhatsApp. The way that this works is you would be able to both buy and sell using WhatsApp. So you'd select the for business button, and this allows you to kind of create a marketplace within WhatsApp to allow you to have that protection of that safe encryption, as well as being able to message customers safely and freely at whatever time to make sure that their packages are getting there on time, as well as you as the consumer making sure that you are being safe and that your packages will arrive on time from whatever you're buying. So you can deliver it to your local address, you can select from different categories, and then you can also look at top deals. So what else do we have here? We have the privacy, as I mentioned before, you're messaging privately. Um, You are always protected. There are advanced layers of safety. You can control privacy as you need. There's also the chat lock. So password protected for your most personal chats, whenever you need that, and just in case somebody else might have access to your phone, and you don't necessarily want them to see what you're messaging about, so you can chat lock it, and that ensures that only you can see those messages and nobody else can. There's also disappearing messages. So disappearing messages essentially allow you to make messages go away within a certain time frame. So this could be them disappearing within a day, within an hour, within a week, within a month, depending on what you set the setting as. You can also silence unknown callers. So let's say somebody has texted you that you don't know the number of. Sorry. Or somebody has called you that you don't know the number of. You can silence that option with the option within the app to silence unknown callers, and now solicitors and other people like that will not be able to message you. There's also encrypted backups in case you lose any of your data, any of your messages. These backups allow you to retrace your steps and get that information back for whenever your data is lost or that sort of thing. You can also see last seen an online function, which means that you can see when a person has last seen your message or when they're last online, in case you want to catch up with them when they are online. You can also report different users in case they have any suspicious behavior. So let's say somebody's texting you about something that seems a little bit off, and you think, okay, Amanda isn't acting like her usual self while messaging me. I think Amanda got hacked. You can report that user, you can report Amanda, and you can say she's acting a little bit off, she's sending weird messages. I want to make sure that her WhatsApp isn't hacked. And now Amanda will be reported. WhatsApp will reach out to Amanda to confirm that it's her. And if it's not her, um, then they'll take the necessary measures to either remove that account or block that account entirely. Um, there's also the different features section, like I mentioned before, messaging privately, staying connected, building your community, expressing yourself, and then there's the WhatsApp for business. So the WhatsApp for business essentially allows you to have different account updates. It allows you to kind of connect with your customers, and it also makes sure that whenever a customer needs help with any issue that they have, this is a kind of way that they can go through and get in contact with your business directly. So here we can see that we have a business here, and then we can see there's a chatbot that is running that is talking to the user. So they essentially asking a question. Um, you can ask it to you can ask it to automatically text people about updates, notifications, other things like that. And then they can also contact you through this chatbot whenever needed. And this allows you to have 24/7 connection with your customers in order to make sure that your business is running smoothly. So there's the WhatsApp business platform, and then there's also the WhatsApp app. So the business platform is for medium to large businesses communicating with customers at a scale through programmatic access. And then there's the WhatsApp business app, which is for small business owners who are personally managing conversations with their customers. This essentially makes sure that you will have that constant communication with whoever you're in contact with, like your customers. So as we can see here, you can also see success stories from banking, e-commerce, and more using WhatsApp Business, and then you can take your next step into starting your business using the WhatsApp app. So moving in here, we'll actually take a preview of the actual app that I have up currently. So right in front of me, we have my kind of dashboard of what I'm seeing. So I have my messages from WhatsApp. These are just basically updates about what they have changed their app and other things like that. And then as well, I have a group here that I use for my school. And I can also select different types of groups, and I can jump through them, and I can also create a different community using the phone numbers in my contacts that I have given to WhatsApp. So I can name this, name this friends or friends dinner. Let's say I want to have dinner with my friends, and let's say I want to invite them all to this group. Um, I can add members to this group, so um, I can add different users using different links. Where'd it go? Here we go. So I can add different members using different links. I can add them using their phone number. So I can add a member through this way, and I'd go through my contacts list, add them. I can also invite them through a link, which would through copying a link, which would allow me to send them a link through either an email, a text message, anything like that, in case they don't have WhatsApp yet. And then you can also add different groups into this. So adding different groups allows you to kind of have different platforms in different areas in case you're trying to split up different conversations. So let's say this is a massive friends dinner that I'm having. Around 50 people are coming. I want to make sure that all my friends are included in this project, but I also want to make sure that there's different sections of the friend group who are doing different tasks. So let's say it was split down the middle, 25 and 25. 25 people are bringing food and cooking food, and 25 people are setting up. But I don't necessarily want to clutter my feed and their feed with both groups talking at once about different plans. What I can do here is I can add a group and essentially make it so that one group is dedicated to talking about what they're going to make, what they're bringing, and then I can make sure that the other group is talking about how they're going to organize the event, how they're going to set it up, how they're going to have everything ready to go for when the people show up with the food. So that way, two different groups can talk at once and there's no overlap involved. So one group is focused on the conversation of dinner, and then the other group is focused on the conversation of actually setting up that dinner event, which is a very neat way of doing things because it just makes it a lot easier than having a bunch of people chatting it up in the chat and messing everything up. We can also manage these groups. So we can give different administrative powers to different people. So right now I am the community creator, which means I have the most power over everybody. But I can also make sure that other people have power. This essentially allows them to either mute the chat, this allows them to make people stop talking in the chat, and this allows people to kind of remove people from the chat. And you can set this up once members have joined your group. There's also community settings. Um, so you can access who can add new groups. So everyone can either add new groups or only community admins can add new groups. So this allows basically for you and the community admins to allow for kind of like a more structured setting when speaking in these groups. You can also exit the group, you can report the community, and then you can also deactivate it once you're done using it. So these chat settings, once again, you need to have a few more people to manage this, but other than that, it's fairly easy to do. There's also the media and links section. So the media and links section essentially allows you to view everything that was sent in the group. So let's say my friends are sending different types of pictures of food items that they want to make. I can go to the media section and I can look at exactly what those pictures are and exactly who sent them. So I can see which user sent them. I can access them here and I can scroll through and find everything I need. There's also the docs section. So if you're using WhatsApp for, let's say, either school, work, or personal, and you're sending docs around, this is where you can access all your documents, which will be listed here in this section, where you can access them, you can read them, and then you can close out this, and you can also have it all together right here. Then we have the links section. So let's say a friend sent a YouTube channel of Gordon Ramsay cooking the perfect steak. And I want to find that link, but I don't want to scroll through the chat again because 100 people have texted in that. And so I don't want to go back. I can find it using the link section where that link and other links will be posted. So I can go to that exact link, click on it, and watch the video. There's also the product section. So this would be typically used for when you set up WhatsApp for a store. So you could see all the products that the store is selling. You can see what is being shipped out and other things like that when you set this up for businesses. On top of that, let's see what else. On top of that, there are starred messages. So essentially what a starred message is you can see which messages are the most important and that people need to focus on. You can also mute your notifications. You can activate disappearing messages. So whenever people are messaging, you can activate this, and then the chats will disappear once the limit is set. So this can be set to 24 hours, 7 days, 90 days, or off. And then all those messages will be deleted within that time frame if you have it on. There is also the encryption section, which means your chats are private, and this is making sure that you have the know that your chats are being encrypted and that nobody else can see them unless they have access to the group. We have the phone number privacy as well. So my phone number in the chat, which means that we can now see whose phone number is in chat. And then you can also see different people's phone numbers in the chat and other things like that to make sure that you have connection with everybody. And then as well, you can make sure that everybody's safe and nobody's phone number is actually getting leaked out. So let's actually go through and let's say the dinner party is completely over. I don't want the dinner party group anymore. So I'm gonna actually deactivate this chat, which means the group will be disconnected, which means people will be thrown out of the group. The announcement group will be closed, and then the community info will be deleted. So this kind of ensures that everything is gone once I actually deactivate the group. So I'm gonna hit deactivate group and now it's completely gone. And now I don't have it anymore, and I can't message in it. You can also filter by different messages here using this button. I'm not going to click this because it is going to reveal a ton of chats that I have, but I can filter by unread messages, and then I can filter by conversations that are already taking place. We also have the status update where you can add a status to yourself. I have not made a status update yet, nor do I plan to. And then you can also follow different channels. So following different channels essentially means that you'll get notifications about different things that are happening in the outside world. So let's say you want to follow up with Microsoft. You can agree to continue and join this chat where you'll receive messages about what Microsoft is doing, latest product updates, information about different technology coming out, or information about different software updates that they are making to their computers, and other things like that. So this kind of allows you to go through, kind of allows you to see what other people are doing, and allows you to join a group whenever you are trying to stay connected to the outside world. There's also the option of archive chats. So the archived section or where you'd create a chat allows you to kind of see old messages that you have saved in the past. And then as well, you can create a conversation with a new person when you click on their name, or you can start a new chat once more. See here with this little drop down, we have the new group button, which I just showed you with the family dinner. We have the new community button, which is essentially creating like a broad community of people to come together. We have the started messages. We can select chats to either delete or respond to. We have the settings, and then we can log out. So if you go into settings, you can personalize your app a little bit more, such as ringtone, who is allowed to call you on Do Not Disturb, and other things like that. And then as well, you can customize your notifications and all that to prioritize different things around your chats. So typically, when you do have a chat, like you see here, it'll pop up with a little one next to it, or however many messages are in there. and you can see who's having a conversation with you, and then you can jump in and have a conversation right back with them as well. So if I go here, okay, so if I go here once more to this little drop down, we can also see the announcements info. So this essentially allows you to see the general overview of the announcements that are happening in the chat. You can also select different chat messages. You can close the chat, you can mute notifications, you can clear the chat, or you can delete the group from right here. You can also search for different messages. So let's say your friend sent you a message and you forget and you want to find that message. Using keywords, you can pinpoint that exact message using the search function based off of the words that they have said in the past. So if you want to find when your friend's birthday is, you can type it in. You can say, okay, I remember it was sometime in January. I don't know what date in January, but I'm going to look for January, and then it's going to pop up and you can find that birthday right there for you very easily. So WhatsApp is a way to kind of communicate with people all over the world. A lot of different people prioritize it over actually using um, actual phone numbers, especially in foreign countries, because it's just a lot easier to use. You're able to send different files. You're able to send different links, different photos, different emojis, different GIFs, and other things like that. And you're also able to make voice recordings, which can be played back. And once again, those are encrypted as well. Everything is encrypted with WhatsApp. Um, if you do feel reluctant using WhatsApp, um, because it is a Meta, it is run by Meta. Um, Typically with WhatsApp and with other apps like that, you do want to be a little bit careful about what you're sharing through WhatsApp, seeing as it is run by Meta. It is a part of Meta and the Facebook. So you kind of want to be careful with what you are talking about. But WhatsApp tries to make sure that your messages are safe and that your phone calls are safe and that other things are safe that you do on WhatsApp. But I would be a little bit cautious when using the app and not talking about serious stuff through the app just in case. So yeah, other than that, there's nothing really else to add about WhatsApp. So once again, my name is Brandon Faulkner. I'm an intern for Village Core. For other events like this, be sure to check out villagecore.org or check out our YouTube channel in case you miss any of these meetings. Thank you so much for watching.